Let's take a look now at the assessment area within your module. This looks quite busy. Don't worry, you don't have to do a great deal because most of this stuff will automatically be added to your module because of the template that we're using this year. So, Submit Coursework is the assignment portal that students upload their assignments to, which I believe is set up by the assessments team, so is not a cause for concern. This is a new section, Exams and Assessment Information. We've added this as a direct link to the student intranet and the Exams and Assessment Information page within that, so that students can access it from here rather than having to go out of Learning Central and into the intranet. The Assignment Exemplars folder is something you may need to look at. So if we click onto this folder, which is empty at the moment, and make sure we have editing on, we can add an assignment by simply going to Build Content and File. We then give the assignment we're going to upload a name, so we'll call it Exemplar 1. And then browse your computer for the assignment you want to attach. So yes, this is very much like an attachment from on an email. So we have the file attached. I want this to open in a new window rather than opening up in the same window we're using now, because it's quite likely that students will close down the assignment and log themselves out of Learning Central at the same time. Opening it in a new tab means they can switch between tabs. Obviously I'm going to permit users to view this content, and I'm going to turn on track number of views. This is quite handy when a student says, yes, honestly, I did read through the exemplar. You can then run a report to see whether they did or not, which is a little bit Big Brother, but at the same time does give you a certain amount of control. So everything there is as I want it to be. I'm going to click on Submit. And when the internet finally gets around to doing something, there you go, we've got Exemplar 1. And you just repeat this process by going to Build Content, then going to File, as many times as you feel you need to. Okay, so let's go back to Assessment. And this area here, the Marking Workshop, this is exactly the same as Assignment Exemplars, only the content you're adding is different. So click onto the folder to make sure that you get into this blank area here, and again you're going to add files. This time though we are suggesting that you add a rubric for an old assignment, and again browse your computer, look for your rubric and attach it. Make sure it opens in a new window so students can go between tabs and track the number of views, so if you wish. We recommend it, but you don't have to. Then go to Submit. So you have your rubric, and then you're going to repeat this process, but you're going to add an old assignment that adhered to this rubric in the same academic year. So again, Build Content, go to File, search your computer for this attachment, give it a name, make sure it opens in a new window, make sure you're tracking number of views, and of course that you're permitting users to view this, otherwise it will only be you as instructors with editing rights that will be able to view this, which sort of ruins the point. And there we now have our Marking Workshop complete. Let's go back to the Assessment tab, very quickly work through everything else that's on here. The Online Assistance area contains the Assignment Essentials and the Developing Critical Analysis Skills and Abilities packages. These are the e-learning packages that we point students to if they have questions about how to write their assignments, etc. And these links will just open in a new window, and students can work through these as often as they want. The Developing Critical Analysis Skills is the same. These will automatically be within your module in this assessment area without you needing to do anything other than sort of directing your students to it. And finally, we have a generic school-wide assessment questions forum. This also has been set up in the template and will be fed through to your module automatically, so you won't need to do anything here either, other than maybe encourage your students to use the forum to ask any questions they have about assessment, which might be a little bit more convenient and a little bit quicker for both parties if students usually knock on your door and ask you questions that way. And that's it.